Yo, what's up? Everyone's a bit of a mess right now. Okay, national. Yo, man, what's up? You know what it is, man. It's FARI. I just got out the shower, bro. Funny thing is, before that, I tried to record a video, but for some reason it didn't wanna. In fact, not for some reason. I put the camera in such a fucked up position that it didn't, like it cut off my whole face, just the chin and down was visible. So obviously that whole video was messed up, so I had to like re-record it. But I don't even want this one to be as long as the other one, you know? So I'll really make it short. Because in essence what I was saying, what I was talking about is, yeah man, like I'm FARI, by the way. For those of you who don't know me, I am a musician. I am also a student, postgraduate bitches, postgraduate student, and I'm 23, turning 24 in like June. And I was a marketing director, so I can't put that part of my description anymore because I'm not, because shortly after I finished the diploma, because I was doing a diploma, and then shortly after I finished that, I worked as a marketing director, and then the coins were just not making sense, so for that reason I left. And also it was clashing with a lot, with the music, with what I'm studying now, and just it was just a lot. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that, or what I'm saying is, okay, first things first, today's the 21st of Feb. It's on a Saturday when I'm recording this. I am dropping my last single in a very long time on the 26th, which is on Thursday. I think this will be up on either tomorrow evening or Monday morning. I'm really not sure because I still have to edit and everything, but yeah. But yeah, man, the long and the short of it was, oh yeah, the first and foremost, my brain is just all over the place. But yeah, man, first things first, the song is going to be out on all DSPs, like all of my other music, really. For a while, I was really having a hard time getting my music onto my account because for some reason, especially with Spotify, for some reason, Spotify would drop my music under another artist profile, another FARI, but my FARI, or my name is just all caps FARI. So the other FARI is, you know, capital letter S, but lowercase FARI, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think that was the one mix up, you know, but I managed to get that fixed. So now all my music is on my Spotify account, and my YouTube is like my YouTube. I've never really had a problem with YouTube music. And, you know, I've gotten to a point where I've realized and admitted to myself that, yo, actually YouTube music is way better than Spotify. But yeah, YouTube music is not sponsoring this video, so yeah, I'll keep it at that. But yeah, man, like the one thing with being an upcoming musician is the one thing that becomes an obstacle is not even, I mean, obviously there's already obstacles in the way, but I think the one thing that makes it harder is your friends, bro. Because obviously, like when we start, we have these ambitions, we have these plans and these goals as friends, you know what I mean? But for some reason, as a group or as a collective with your friends, you just talk about it, and I think you get the dopamine from that, like the dopamine boost from talking about it, that you don't actually end up doing it, right? So I got to a point where I was like, nah, man, like we've been talking about this thing with my friends from, I think 2016, which is 10 years now, but we haven't really been doing anything about it. So I decided to take an initiative, pay for distribution, pay for like mastering, because I don't pay to record, but I pay for mastering and mixing, you know, sometimes anyway, not all the time. And I hit up a producer, Ayo Antris Music. His name is Ayo Antris Music, and he's a producer from America. And yeah, man, like I hit him out. I was like, yo, can I use your beats, bro? And obviously I'll credit you. He was like, yeah, man, I don't have a problem with that. So long as I get my producer credit and my producer his copyright as the producer of the music, which is valid, you know, because I just lay the lyrical content on top of the music that he creates. So it's very valid that he gets the production credit for that. Okay, sure. So obviously I credit him, you know, and we've been working very well together for like the past year now. And obviously, like I said, I've been paying for everything, like the distribution and everything. And I don't even really have a problem with that because it's a creative hobby, you know. I just use it for creative expression, really. But I just hate the fact that we are in a capitalistic world. So obviously, part of like being in a capitalistic society is that you can't just create without necessarily trying to monetize or capitalize off of that, which for me is the craziest thing because for me it kind of takes the enjoyment and the fun out of it because more than anything I'm just doing it for fun. It's just harmless fun, man. But yeah, in the beginning of my music creation journey, I asked for like, you know, support in terms of like people listening and people sharing from my closest friends, bro. But they would listen, but they wouldn't share my music. They wouldn't even like the music and all of that. But now we've gotten to a point where they see that, oh shit, this nigga's actually doing this, and it's starting to like form, you know, into something. You know, it's starting to gain momentum. He's on a forward trajectory, or at least upward trajectory. So isn't yes, it's not really my thing. But yeah, man, like they see now it's on an upward trajectory, and for some reason they're asking, yo, can you help me? Can you distribute my music on your platform? Can you? And I'm like, I don't have a problem with that. Especially like if you're a good friend from the beginning, like if you listen to my music, you shared my music, you liked my music, like I don't have a problem with that. But I only have a problem with people that didn't support from the beginning. You know what I mean? That acted like I was the crazy one for investing and pumping money into this shit. But now that it's actually forming like a direction, and also I'm getting like a bit of a fan base, now it's beneficial for them to like want to collaborate and want to work with me, which to me is it's crazy, bro. Like it's very, and it's one-sided, you know what I mean? Because that means I'm incurring all the risk, but you just want the reward and the benefit of this whole thing. But from the beginning, you didn't want to. Like, you know, it doesn't make sense. And for that reason, man, I have really been struggling in my friendships to such an extent that I only like probably have one or two friends now, which to be fair, I don't really have a problem with that because I'm not a people's person anyway, so I don't really have a problem with that. But now, obviously, when they talk in their version of the story, now I'm gonna be the bad guy that didn't want to help them release or distribute their music under my platform. But when they had the chance to support me, when it cost, because it cost them nothing to like play and share the music, it cost them nothing, bro. But now all of a sudden, I'm gonna be the bad guy that didn't want to let them distribute under my platform. You know what I mean? And I think the other crazy thing is that they don't like the fact that I make way better music than anyone I know. You know, it's not even a comparison thing, whatever. It's because number one, I put in the work, bro, because I started writing music in like 2015. But obviously then I was writing only in Gestos, you know, and then obviously because I came from like a rural area, yeah, well, and then 2016, my English got better, so I started incorporating English and Xhosa into my music. And then from 2018, I met this beautiful hun, man. She was at a university at that time, and I was still in high school. We weren't really dating, but we were, you know. So I would hear like when she speaks, she spoke or she speaks good English. I haven't really spoken to her since then, but I'm assuming she still speaks good English. You know what I mean? And her accent was pretty fire, man. So I was like, yo, I need to step my shit up. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, like I started like, because I'd lock myself in my room, read newspapers, read books, record myself when I read, and I would like really like just be honest with myself, like, yo, I don't like how it sounds, you know. I got to a point where it got better, and I mean, I think it's still getting better, to be fair, but I don't really care, because like I have conversational, you know, English. If you can hear what I'm saying, I can hear what you say. That's, to me, that's fine, you know. But yeah, man, like I've invested in terms of that, and obviously like monetary and obviously in terms of my time and everything. So now I've just been like releasing like music in mostly English, but I do incorporate a bit of Vernac because even the song that I'm saying is dropping on the 26th on Thursday. That's mostly Vernac, like 60% Vernac and 40% English. But that's really besides the point. What I'm trying to say is that now I'm at a point where I make way better music than I ever have, especially like compared to when I was starting, you know what I mean? And yeah, man. And for some reason, I think the people I referred to as my friends were threatened by that. And for that reason, they didn't want to promote my music or they didn't want to share my, which is fine, bro. Like, it's fine because I wasn't entitled to their help or to their support in any way, regardless, you know what I mean? So I really didn't have a problem with that. But now I have a problem with them now because only now they're starting to like fake promote my shit just so I can see them promoting my shit so they can ask for a favor in return. Like, yo, man, you see me promoting your music. Can I get a feature or can I, you know what I mean? Which to me, that's very suspicious, man. But yeah, nonetheless, I'm at a point now where I have decided that this music thing, it's a hobby more than anything, right? It's purely just for creative purposes and just for creative expression. I've gotten to a point where I'm like, this thing is eating a lot of my time. Like it's consuming a lot of my time that I could be investing in other things. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I did my diploma from 2022. It was actually supposed to be 3 years, but I finished in 2025, bro. Because first year, I failed 2 modules that I had to redo in my last year, which was last year, right? And then now I am doing something engineering related, and I didn't even want to talk about that. In fact, I don't want to get into like a lot of detail as to everything, but yo, that's what I'm doing now, and I'll come here and I'll probably give you the summary when it's all done, you know. But yeah, that's what I'm busy with now, and I'm realizing that actually this recording thing, this distributing thing, this creating a cover art thing, this getting in touch with people and networking with people so that I can get a few features there, I can, you know, it's time consuming, you know what I mean? And it's time that I don't really have the luxury of, you know. So I've decided that, you know what, this is probably the last song I'm gonna release for the year, and I'm just gonna do something else, obviously on top of what I'm studying, because I do need a break from studying at times, you know. So obviously I'm gonna try and find another hobby that's gonna at least not be too time consuming, but it's gonna at least fill the gap, you know, which I think drawing is something I really enjoy. Because quickly want to show you something, man. I was drawing something here. I like doodling, bro, because I was in class really just doodling, and I realized like, yo, I'm actually not bad when it comes to drawing. And this guy in my class was like, yo, bro, you could make a whole lot of money off of drawing. I'm like, my boy, number one, even if I wanted to, I wouldn't know how to go about that. Number two, that's not really the plan with the drawing, especially not with the drawing. At least with the music, because especially since I've like invested a lot into the music, especially in terms of monetary like investments, I have invested quite a lot in the music. So that is the one thing I would say, that if I wanted to monetize off of something, it would be that, but that's not the plan, that's not the goal. But yeah, I'm not sure if you can see this, but it's not bad, right? At all. But yeah, man, that's just the one thing that I've decided that, okay, this is the one thing I'm gonna do to kill time. But yeah, man, I just have been asking myself questions like, yo, why is the world like this? Because even friendships now are so capitalistic. Like, people don't want to be your friend if they're not benefiting anything from that. You know what I mean? And if you do have something that people could benefit from, but you choose for your own good and for your own, in fact, you have the option to choose, right? So you choose to not make them benefit or to not benefit anyone except yourself, because you're the one that worked hard to get this thing for yourself, you know? And people would much rather not be your friend because they're not benefiting. And bro, I even had a friend of mine last year before I finished the diploma. And I remember this date, bro. I remember this date because I'll never forget the date. Because as I said, I was working as a marketing director. So my friend hit me up. He was like, it's a friend from Joburg, mind you. He was like, I'm in PE, because I'm in PE, right? He was like, I'm in PE for, I think it was in PE for a week. He said, I'm in PE for a week. I want to celebrate with you because you accomplished this. Dun, 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 dun. So we booked a hotel room, and I don't even want to make it long, man, but it was on the 27th of November 2025 last year. Booked a hotel room, in Summerstrand. I'd cool, like, go there, bruh. Then we're having a good time, we went to this place now, Banana Beach, we had a couple of drinks. And then he said he wanted to go to another friend's place. And then the friend was going, she also wanted to be like part of the celebration and all of that. Mind you, I don't even know this person, but because I'm a good person, man, I'm like, alright, cool, man, let's go. So we go to this friend's place, and then he tricked me. He said, we're gonna go get her, and then we're gonna go back to Banana Beach. And then we get to his friend's place, there's like gang niggas, bro. I think like 7 niggas. And what, 2 lesbian girls, right? So it's 7 niggas, 2 lesbian girls, 9 people I don't know. And I'm the odd one out. And then as we're sitting, bro, like they would, like I'd see them talk on the phone, like they would text each other, but they're trying to be discreet about it, right? So they would text, then they put down the phone and try to like trick me into, not he, in a sense, he was, bro, I don't know what it was they were planning, bro, but I think they were either planning to steal my phone or they were planning to rape a nigga, or I don't know what, bro, because a lot of those niggas were gay niggas. And they asked me stupid questions like, did you buy your iPhone cash? I was like, no, I actually bought it from someone. He said, oh, so you bought it cash? I'm like, yeah, you could say that, blah, 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 blah. And then apparently this one time I once asked for him to like help me with something, right? Because I think I had to go to work, and then I was short on like taxi money. So I asked him for 100 Rand, and he gave me the 100 Rand, right? So because he's a gay nigga, he was like, I gave you this 100 Rand, but you're not even considering to sleep with me. Dun, 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 dun. Bro, that's crazy. But yeah, the long and the short of it is that I managed to get away from that, and I won't even lie to you, it did break my heart, man. It did break my heart, but yeah, man, what I'm trying to say is that from there onwards, that was a rude awakening that people are not good people, bro. People are not good people, and yeah, man, with that said, even this music thing, I'm seeing that even my friends, or at least people that are considered to be my friends, are not necessarily my friends anymore because of the fact that I'm not, I guess they're not benefiting off of my traction or off of my distribution or anything. So for that reason, they now are not my friends, which is cool, which is really cool. But with that said, I have gotten to a point where I'm like, I think I should just stop this music thing as a whole, And yeah, man, I'll just drop the last song on the 26th. And then it would really mean a lot to me if obviously you listen to the music and, I don't know, share the music. Because I think I'd be lying to myself if I said, I'm just making the music, I don't care if no one listens. That's a lie. Because, I mean, obviously I'm making it for my creative expression, but it would mean a lot to me if other people listened and other people actually related to the music, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, like, more than anything, I felt, in fact, I still feel like it's a calling, but it's a calling that's getting me into a lot of trouble with people, like near-death experiences with people. So yeah, that has just made me decide to just at least take a break, and I don't know how long, but obviously when I do decide to get back to the music, I'll do this again and I'll tell you like, yo, I'm back. But now I'm taking a break, man. I am taking a break. Because also what I don't understand is people are not willing to understand that, yo, a lot of sacrifices go into this thing, like especially when it comes to the distribution. There's things I need that I would much rather not buy just so I can pay for the distribution. There's like, bro, there's expenses that I like, necessary expenses that I would much rather just not spend on them just so I can spend on this music thing. But now, for some reason, all I see is that it has invited hate, and it has attracted bad, I guess, energy from people towards me now, which has made me decide that actually this thing is more dangerous than it is fun. But it was fun, it is fun, but it's more dangerous than anything. So for that reason, I've just decided I think it's time to take a break from it all, and yeah, man, I know for a fact I'm gonna regret it, but rather that than be dead. But I don't know why the world is like this, why people are like this, and I guess it's not up to me to try and figure them out really. But the one thing that I can and should do is just look out for myself, And I think by deciding that, I'm deciding to stop, or at least take a break from the music. That's what I'm doing. Like, I'm trying to protect myself from everything and everyone. And yeah, man. That's basically it. And as sad as it is, I think I'm just happy that I just did it, and yeah, man, I guess we'll see, man. Time will tell, Time always does tell anyway. It always does tell. But yeah, man, before I sit down here, I actually took a shower, right? But I think an hour before I took a shower, I baked something. I want to show you what it was I baked. And I don't know, man, I was thinking of like making cooking content where I bake, cook, and all of that, But I want to show you. I just want to show you after this. Can we cut? I almost burnt it. Almost did. Marry me, baby. And I'll cook for us. I will cook for us. But yeah, I forgot to mention, I am growing a few things as well. Because here's some spinach, and that is supposed to be some pumpkin. I harvested some yesterday as well. That one is still small, that's why I left it there. And this side also, that's baby spinach. And this is some potatoes. Yeah, but potatoes grow underground, so you won't really see them. And if you can guess what this is, I'm a grower, not a shower. But for the purpose of the video, I will show.